Good morning, student. My name is Manoj Sharma. Today we will study the chapter of biology named Our Environment. What is the effect of adding waste to the environment? Human activities produce a lot of waste material which are thrown away into environment. These waste cause pollution of air, water and soil. So the waste material produced are of two main type, biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. The waste which are decomposed by the microorganism into harmless substance itself are called as biodegradable waste. It means they will not cause any kind of pollution. For example, vegetables, fruits, pulses, cereals, cotton, jute, wool, wood, leather, paper, animal dung, animal bones, these all are biodegradable waste. The waste which are not decomposed by microorganism, they are non-biodegradable waste. For example, polythene bags, plastics, synthetic fibers, glass, metals, synthetic rubber, insecticide, pesticide. They are the major cause of pollution in the environment. Now, what is ecosystem? Ecosystem consists of living organism in an area which are interacting with the living components. There are different type of ecosystem. Some are natural, some are artificial. The natural ecosystem example are forest, desert, grassland, mountains, ponds, lakes, rivers, oceans. Artificial ecosystem are gardens, parks, crop fields, aquarium, zoo. What are the component of ecosystem? There are two components of ecosystem, biotic and abiotic. Biotic component is made up of plants, animal and microorganism. So they are made up of producer, consumer and decomposer. Producers are the green plant which produce food by the photosynthesis. Consumer are the herbivore which will eat the food directly from plants, and carnivores which will get their food directly from plants, and carnivores which they get their food from the herbivores, and omnivores which get their food from plants as well as from herbivores. Decomposer are the microorganisms which decompose dead plants and animal. So they decompose complex organic substance into simple inorganic substance present in the soil, and these things will just go back again into the soil by the decomposer, and these are used by the plants again. Abiotic components are non-living components like air, water, soil, minerals, sunlight, temperature, wind, etc. These all are non-living component or abiotic component. Now food chain is the flow of food energy from one organism to the next and next to the next. So it start with the producer and end with the carnivores. So in a food chain, an organism gets food from one group of organism, and that organism will be eaten by the other organism. For example, grass is eaten by deer, deer is eaten by lion. Grass is eaten by insect, insect is eaten by frog, frog is eaten by snake. So this is a food chain. So these are the example of various food chain. You can check. Producer will be eaten by primary consumer will be eaten by secondary consumer will be eaten by tertiary consumer, and all are decomposed back into the soil by decomposers. And from decomposer will convert them into inorganic material which will go into the soil, and from soil again the plants will take them and producer will be formed. When various food chain are interconnected with each other, then we'll get the food web. In a food web, an organism gets food from more than one group of organism. Then we have trophic levels. Each step in a food chain where transfer of food energy takes place is called trophic level. So the first trophic level, which is at the bottom of triangle, is called as first trophic level or producer. The next is called as second trophic level, which is made up of primary consumer. Then third trophic level, which is made up of secondary consumer, and fourth trophic level, which is made up of tertiary consumer. The food energy transfer, the transfer of food energy decreases when we move from one trophic level to another trophic level, and number of individual will also decrease when we move from first trophic level to last trophic level. So this trophic level will not exceed 4 or 5. So you can check all this. Energy flow in a trophic level. The green plants absorb about 1% of solar energy falling on the leaves and store it as a food energy during photosynthesis. During the transfer of food energy from one trophic level to the next, 90% of the energy is lost to the environment and only 10% energy is transferred to the next trophic level. So decrease in the amount of food energy transferred at every trophic level by 10%. So this is called as 10% law. So from producer to consumer only 10% will go. Like from 1000 kilocalorie it will just go 10%, and then next to 10%, next to 10%. So this is called as 10% law. Biological magnification means the harmful insecticide, harmful chemical like insecticide, pesticide, they will move from one trophic level to another trophic level, and their concentration will increase when we move from one trophic level to another trophic level. For example, these pesticide and insecticide are very less in producer, but they will more in herbivores. Their amount or concentration will increase in the carnivores, or you can say from producer to herbivore, herbivore to mother, and mother to fetus. Their concentration level will increase. So the increase in concentration of harmful chemicals in the bodies of organism at higher trophic level is called biological magnification. So this biological magnification is very harmful for human being. Now human activity which affect the environment. Ozone molecule contain 3 oxygen atom. At higher levels in the atmosphere, by the UV radiation split some oxygen molecule into free oxygen atom. These free oxygen atom combine with the O2 molecule and form ozone. They are highly poisonous. This ozone layer present in the higher level of the atmosphere protect the earth from the harmful UV radiation of the sun. This UV radiation can cause skin cancer in human being. Ozone layer is damaged by the use of chemical like chlorofluorocarbon, which are used in refrigerator, AC, deodorant. These CFC will just react with the ozone layer and damage them. So use of CFC is now being reduced to protect the ozone layer. So you can see the sun UV radiations are released, ozone layer will not allow them to go into the atmosphere, and ozone hole you can check. Managing the garbage we produce. The household waste is called garbage. Some of the garbage is biodegradable and some of are non-biodegradable. So garbage cause pollution of air, water and soil, so it should be disposed properly. Some of the methods of garbage disposal are landfills. In urban area, majority of the solid waste are buried in low-lying area to level the uneven surface of land. This method of waste disposal is commonly called landfills. In recycling, the number of solid waste like paper, plastic, metal can be recycled by sending them to the recycling units. For example, paper is sent for recycling into special paper mills. Broken plastic are sent to plastic processing factories, where they are melted, remolded and thus used again and again. Preparation of compost. Household waste like peeling of fruits, vegetable, leftover food, fallen dead leaves of kitchen, garden plants, potted plants, they can be converted into compost and used as manure, you can see. Then incineration or burning at high temperature. It is a process in which burning of substance at very high temperature, usually more than 1000 degrees Celsius, and converted them into ash. It is used in a machine called incinerator. Household waste, chemical waste, hospital waste are generally disposed by this process. Bulk of waste is removed by this, but they will generate very high amount of carbon dioxide and water vapor, and only the ash is left. This ash can be disposed of by landfills. Production of biogas and manure. Biodegradable waste can be also used in biogas plants to generate biogas and manure. Biogas is a cheap source of fuel and manure is a cheap fertilizer. So this is all about the chapter. If landfills you can see, recycling you can see, preparation of compost, production of biogas and manure. These all are the pictures belong to the different subtopic of modes of waste disposal. If anybody have any doubt, you can ask from me after this. This is incinerator. This is sewage treatment. So this was all about the chapter. Okay, thank you.